Hello, everybody. This is a voiceover Salotto match between myself and Rachel Hall. It's going to be a race to 9 ball alternate break. So Rachel pushed out after the lag back to a spot that is a kick, so I gave it back. One recommendation when you're lagging is to try to pick the spot that you want it to end up, and don't think so much about how hard you have to hit the stroke. Miscued there. I think she's trying to play one rail with spin. When you're trying to create a shot and you don't know quite what to do, it's best to just, I've found it be a little bit more still and then try to create the shot in your mind. Okay, so I just said stop shot there. This cuts into the side. I'm going to go into the rail and then back to the middle of the table. Looks like. Just going to stun with a touch of left English. A little bit of draw, really, actually, to get the stun angle proper. Yeah, I'm just mostly focusing on working on perfecting my shooting system process here. Trying to work on visualizing completely the shot as much as I can, just to make it a little bit easier. I'm trying to enhance my visualization ability. Part of that requires you to really think about what it looks like to do the shot, not just do the math. And also just kind of knowing that as you get better, your visualization will get deeper and better as your game gets better. So that shot, I, for instance, was trying to play for the corner and I just barely hit it. A little bit too soft, but I wasn't sure if I should play it less speed or more speed, and I need to make a good decision about that. All right, scores 1-0. Trying to get a speed that works on this table. I played here a couple times before, and as I come back here, I'm just trying to figure out how to be a little bit better with my position and everything. So I made a ball, no good shot on the one. So I'm going to mainly just play the cue ball behind the 4 ball. Playing it safe here, obviously. You don't have to go for it every single time. So I leaked it out, but because I was playing the 1 ball behind those balls, 2 rails, there was a chance to get safe. Kicking to the side rail to try to make the 1 in the corner. Mostly, even if you make it, you won't end up with the shot. It's because the 3 was against the rail. So here I think I can kick 2 rails. And I'm going to play just to play safety. Got pretty snug there, which was good. It's a little bit short. One thing I might recommend to Rachel is to be a little bit more mobile around the table. Take the extra time and, like, I know it's energy, but to go around the table, but to look at the possibilities rather than just making a decision from where you're at. So I'm basically just trying to stay in the middle of the table so I don't get stuck behind any other balls as best I can. In the light of that shot, I should have made a decision about where to end up with the cue ball. Ended up kind of a no man's land, so I missed. Ball in hand. Playing for the 6 in the side here, I think. Stun with left. Just to create that angle. I think there's a little bit of a cut here, so I think I go high ball. Mostly just high, not that much left English. Alright, scores 2-0. Rachel breaks. Makes 2 balls pretty far away from the 1 ball with the cue ball. My recommendation would be to try to put a little bit lower cueing so your cue ball can stay closer to this side of the table where the 1 is at. End up making a bad hit. So now the 7 does not pass the 8 into the corner, and the 5 and the 9 are relatively lined up here. So I think I'm going to try to play for the combo. Just going to go to the middle of the table. Just making sure that I get the angle correct. Just trying to see myself making the ball. Came a little bit short there. Kind of jumped up on that shot. Needed to line it up better. Same situation here, just make the 4, play for the combo. Missed it, but got the combo shape. So I'm playing for the combo again here, of course. Pretty good on it. I missed, but I got lucky. Alright, score's 3-0. Don't hit that too hard. Did make 2 balls. Kind of mixed them up there. 5 is a little bit tricky, but I think the 8 goes if you play the 5-8 carom. One thing I like to do is go to see the shot lines if I'm not playing well, so that I can visualize the ball going in versus just imagining where I need to hit the ball and not moving to that spot. End up scratching. Here it looks like it doesn't go either way, so probably playing a safety is the right shot. If it looks like it doesn't go, it probably doesn't go, and then you should choose another shot. And it appears to me as though Rachel knows that it doesn't go. But you can't force a square peg into a round hole. Checking out the cut shot here. Looks like I can make it, and the 8's pretty easy to make for most of the angles that I think I'm going to end up. Barely missed it. Sold out. Here, you're just going to use follow. Hit it with the punch. Made it scratch. Score is 4-0. Still down there. Didn't make 2 balls on the break. I think the kick shot is fine here. Really good shot. Now if you can make this combo, end up with the shot on the 3, and you're doing really good. Alright. Now you just gotta make this one and then end up on the 5, and then everything is good. It's good shooting so far. 2 full. Does not leave me a shot, so I'm going to play a bank shot. I think actually it does go. So I'm going to play to bank it and play shape. Play the cue ball to the end rail by the 5. In case I miss. Hit it pretty good, so now I'm looking good. A little crazy with the cue ball here, but it's all working out. Just trying to make sure to stay off the rail as much as I can. Alright, score's 5-0. This time I made 3 balls, it didn't end up with the shot, so I'm going to kick the 3 ball at the 4 and the 8 and try to play the cue ball back to where the 6 is, behind the 9. Left is pretty tough. Might be able to play right English past the 9 to the side rail and then potentially kick the 3 in, or even kick it in off the 8. Trying to play the bank shot, double kissed. kick shot and got safe. Your 2 rails here. 1 rail to the end rail is good. Might have to use the bridge. It's a little bit far away. So I'm just trying to create a decent angle for the 6. Where like a stop shot is a good spot. I just draw this back a little bit. Ideally, I'd like to draw and bump the 7 just a touch off the rail. So now I just got to make sure I hit this good. Stay between the 2nd and the 3rd diamond for the 8. So here I've got a little bit of a dilemma. I end up deciding to shoot it in the side. The 8 in there should play for the 9 in the side rather than draw back. I don't quite have the angle to keep it off the rail, so I just end up deciding that I can make that ball into the side. I just tried to punch it to straighter in. Little stun follow. Tried to go like 3 or 4 inches forward. Here, just bear down, make the shot. Cue ball went forward again. So I'd say right now I'd recommend a couple different things. Kick shots. Also braking and keeping the cue ball from going down to the area of the table where the balls are racked. So I'm going to play this 2 rails, and I think I'm going to try to shoot the 4 or 5 combo or play safe if it doesn't come up nice. Missed the combo. Try to make this bank shot. Got lucky. I'm just trying to make sure I maintain an angle. Hit that pretty good. Now I just got to go between the 8 and the 9. 7-0. All right, 2 balls. Got a shot on the 2 here. Just need to get on the 3 and then everything could work out. Pretty good shot here. Went into him to make sure that I had a shot of something. It was pretty tough to get on the 5 with the 8 being up there. I got the short cue here, so I decided to cut it to the right. And I did that so that I could have a play for a shot on the 8. Okay, it's Rachel's shot here. Now I'll play this right English and high ball. It's kind of an interesting situation. Cue ball's gonna hit the cue ball's gonna hit the 9. Playing to bank this in the corner and then just play to the end rail with the cue ball. If I hit it a little bit short, then it'll get safe. Just gonna bear down and make this ball. Play the speed. Barely missed. It was a good shot really with the short cue. Now I'm gonna play rail first. With spin. But I'm gonna measure just to make sure I hit it right. pretty good. Score's 8-0. Made a ball. Maybe you can roll out here. I guess 8-0. You do whatever you want, I suppose, at this point. Just trying to find a way to have a good time. I was trying to end up with the shot on the 4 there. So I decided to play this 9-ball carom. Because the 7 is there.